Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This week I've been behind the wheel of the Mercedes-Benz E 450 4Matic, or essentially all-wheel drive, a luxury mid-size sedan. And this week, while I take you for a walk around, I'm going to be comparing this vehicle to the E 350 4Matic, all to make your purchasing decision a little bit easier. Now do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, because now it's time to get into pricing, performance, real-world fuel economy. That's right. I do 3 different fuel tests with this vehicle and the results are interesting. I also get into cargo space, passenger comfort, technology, and so much more. Mercedes' popular E-Class sedan received a refresh in design, an update in powertrains, a substantial overhaul in interior technology and comfort in 2024. And unsurprising, all updates carry over for 2025. This particular Mercedes-Benz E 450 4Matic, or essentially all-wheel drive model you're looking at, is covered in the Verde Silver metallic paint and equipped with the optional 20-inch AMG multi-spoke alloy wheels surrounding its summer performance tires. Up front, the newly redesigned grille is styled with mini Mercedes logos, and the LED lights up front and on the rear equally complement its masculine exterior design. MSRP pricing for the E 350 4Matic begins at just under $74,000 Canadian, or just under $65,000 US. MSRP pricing for the E 450 4Matic begins at $83,900 Canadian, or just over $72,000 US. Pricing aside, this Mercedes-Benz E 450 4Matic is equipped with a 3-liter turbo inline 6-cylinder with a mild 48-volt hybrid system and 9-speed automatic transmission. This is now producing 375 horsepower at 369 pound-feet of torque and looks like this off the line when in sport mode. Sport mode activated. Now, let's go. If horsepower and torque is important to you, then definitely you have to opt for this E 450 4Matic like I have, because you gain 100 horsepower more and 100 pound-feet of torque more than the E 350 4Matic. So that's a lot. And then still, if you want to up the fun factor, you could always use your paddle shifters in either sedan. Now I want to switch gears and speak about fuel economy, because I had an interesting test this week. So essentially, your E 450 4Matic is going to come equipped with 4 different driving modes. You have eco mode, or essentially economy mode, comfort, sport, like I've demonstrated, and individual mode. Each mode is fully customizable. But when I went out for 3 individual 60-minute test drives, combining suburb driving and the highway. On the highway, I was cruising at 115 kilometers an hour. I would turn around and then I'd start back over in the suburbs at my home. So essentially in eco mode, I was able to average 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers. And in comfort mode, I was able to average 6.9 liters per 100 kilometers. And that's pretty close. And comfort mode is actually your default mode. And then in sport mode, instead of going out for a more spirited drive, I actually, again, just cruised at 115 kilometers an hour. And I was able to average 8.3 liters per 100 kilometers. Then I ended up going downtown for a meeting with my producing partner, and we sat in a lot more traffic. And on that test drive, I actually averaged 10.7 liters per 100 kilometers, which is worse than what Mercedes advertises. When it comes to opening the trunk door with your E 350 4Matic or your E 450 4Matic like I have, you can pop it open using the button inside the cabin, the button located on your key fob, or with the Pinnacle trim, you have the option of kick to open. Just like that, down the center. This is actually also adjustable in height. Now, when it comes to cargo space, with the seats up in your E 350 4Matic, you receive 540 liters or 19.1 cubic feet of space. Obviously, with the seats folded in their 40-20-40 split configuration, you receive more space, but personally, I like the pass-through option and the convenient power buttons on each side to lower the rear seats from back here. Other features include a hook so you can hang small bags, a storage pocket on the left side, and although you won't find any additional connectivity, you do receive more storage space under the trunk floor, where you'll also find your tire inflation kit. Make sure you speak to your Mercedes specialist about your Mercedes Me app because you gain even more convenience features such as a remote start, lock unlock, navigation, and vehicle locator, just to name a few. Now, as first impressions go back here, it's really comfortable. If I could change one thing, I'd add just a little bit more of a recline in the seats, but that's it. And depending on what package you choose, you actually have sunshade blockers on each side and for the rear window, which is really nice. I also appreciate how the illumination of the different colors extends all the way back here. It's really well done, and leg space, head space, zero complaints. Now, when it comes to storage, you have hard pockets behind both front seats. Side door storage is pretty good. If you give one push here, you could actually put your mobile phone here, or if you push it again, you have 2 cup or bottle holders. Now, again, with the right package, these rear seats are heated. There's no climate panel back here. Wasn't expecting it because it's only a mid-size, but if that's important to you, then ask about it. And then as for connectivity, you receive 2 USB-C ports. So this is super cool. Ask your Mercedes specialist about the MBUX Superscreen package because you gain a third screen and it's amazing. So this is touch and swipe operated just like the center screen, but the functions within the icon are slightly different. Now for me, I love the fact that the passenger can control the navigation system because it's just less distracting for the driver. And then also they can manipulate the multimedia options, the radio, seat comfort. This is so cool though. So this vehicle has the Burmeister audio sound system, and if you click that icon along the bottom, the bass is projected through the seats. And let me tell you, not only is it amazing, but I actually think it's even more soothing than the massage comfort that is also an option. It's amazing. And then if you have somebody sitting over here who has headphones and they're Bluetooth operated, you could actually activate that as well. But guys, again, if you like this technology, you have to ask your Mercedes specialist about the MBUX Superscreen package. With over $13,000 of packages, I'm definitely not going to complain about any of the comfort or the technology I experienced this past week. So if you like something that I spoke about, make sure you look in the description down below because I'll itemize each package for you. Now, before I hit the road to speak about my final driving impressions, noise, cabin quality, and visibility, I'm going to quickly cover some more daily driving features and technology. Beginning up top with the dual panel sunroof, which is completely power operated by swipe and touch. At any point, if you want it to stop, just give it a little push and it automatically stops for you. And then of course the front seats are power operated, heated, ventilated, offer massage comfort, also bolstering. It's really awesome. And then the headrests are also power operated and manual to adjust. To do anything for your seats, just look on the side panels. Then the steering wheel is also power operated. It is also heated, and on the left hand side you'll find your adaptive cruise control functions, but this is part of the intelligent drive package. Also, using the buttons on this side, you can fully customize your digital driver cluster. It looks really good. And then with that intelligent drive package, you also receive a heads up display. I actually deactivate it because with all the screens, I don't need any more information being projected at me. Then on the right hand side, you'll find your voice command, your Bluetooth, your shortcuts for your audio sound system. This has the Burmeister audio sound system. Then moving over to the center. So this also has a selfie camera, totally BMW-esque. Then I also have the option of the dash camera. It's well priced. It's only like $270. Of course, check your market location for pricing. And then when it comes to the infotainment system, don't let the size of it intimidate you. It's really easy to use. So it is touch and it is swipe. Just give a little click to the home button and then swipe to see all the apps you have available. Like I said previously, the dual screens share a lot of similar information, but What I like to do, of course, is go through the settings and look across the top, because there's so much that you can customize. But if you're not a fan of all the driver assisted technology, this is where you can activate and deactivate it as well. So again, don't be intimidated to use it. It's actually quite easy. This also offers Android Auto and Apple CarPlay and navigation as well. Your HVAC system, all across the bottom. It's also swipe and touch. You'll get used to it. First I was a little bit slow, but of course, like anything, you get used to it as well. You can change your channels there with your audio sound system. This has the Burmeister audio sound system. It's really, really good. And then across the bottom here, you have additional shortcuts. So dynamic modes, those are essentially your driving modes. I mentioned a little bit earlier. Just push across, of course, and then the camera angles in here are really, really, really good. But again, all part of those packages. Then for your shortcuts for your driver assisted technology, just push the vehicle icon, and that's where right away I deactivated my heads up display. And as you can see, there's more. So make sure you're always swiping and you're checking out all your features, because you're paying for it. And then of course your shortcuts for your audio sound system is down here as well. One of the best features I love, this armrest is actually heated, so that's really, really nice. Love it. Then inside here you will find your mobile charge pad. You'll also find 2 more USB-C ports, and inside your center console you'll find 2 more USB-C ports. Then your best friend is going to be a microfiber cloth, because I don't know if you can see it, but there's tons of fingerprints. So make sure you guys hook yourselves up with a microfiber cloth. Now, all that aside, let's hit the road so I can talk about final driving impressions. Mercedes-Benz E 450 4Matic, or essentially all-wheel drive final impressions. So what you really need to decide when it comes to pricing is, if you're in the US, you have the option of the front wheel drive, which is a lot more affordable. But remember, you do have that 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder where you lose over 100 horsepower and you lose over 100 pound-feet of torque. And then in the US, we have only the option of the E 350 4Matic or the E 450 4Matic like I have. And I mean, the pricing difference is going to be in between $12,000 to $15,000 more starting, but that all depends on your packaging. For me, as an executive, I would go top trim. So everything that I've been spoiled with this week, I would equip it as such. You need that super screen. Like, it's so easy to use. I need that extra horsepower and torque because my ego needs that. And I mean, I'm blessed. I work really, really hard. So those are some determining factors. When it comes to fuel economy, let's be honest, it's all about your driving characteristics, right? So if you're just cruising on the highway and you want to leave it in sport mode, it's fine to do so. It's not a huge difference. And then remember too, in each driving mode, or essentially it's called dynamic mode in this trim, you can customize everything. So that aside, the drivability, absolutely amazing. And I don't even have the optional air suspension, so that's an option as well. But the drive good, noise, cabin quality, amazing. Visibility, great out the front. There's no problem by the A pillars or the B pillars, and definitely by the C pillar, there's no blind spot out there because that side window is so huge. Driver assisted technology, you gain everything you want and more with the intelligent drive package. So, you know, popular driver assisted technology features like your frontal collision warning, your high beam assist, your adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, steering assist, blind spot monitoring, and this has an amazing camera. So all of that and more is included with that intelligent drive package. If I had to complain about stuff, I'd just be saying like the The fingerprints drive me nuts. This is why I always keep a microfiber cloth, and the HVAC system, I'd have to get used to it because I like my daily driving features just being readily available. Like I want to turn on my, heated for my steering wheel, my seats and everything. I just want it right in my line of sight, and I just want it on. And then I'd actually ask for, or I probably wouldn't get it, but a better recline on those back seats for my rear seat passengers. But that's it, guys. If you're looking for more information, make sure you look down in the description, and while you're down there, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. Thanks for watching.